This is the Badger 80-3N Breeze compressor. It's a nice, compact, portable little unit. High power, generates about 30 psi, which is ideal for any airbrush usage, whether you're using a bottom feed airbrush that you need 18 to 22 psi to operate, or lower pressure applications like makeup applications or bakery applications where you use a gravity feed airbrush and want to work at lower pressures to get more control with the airbrush. It'll handle any of those type tasks. Great for occasional usage if you're someone who's just going to airbrush a couple times a month or not sure how much you're going to get into airbrushing but want to try it and find out. This is an excellent starting compressor. Also very good for on-the-go projects. If you're someone who does fine-scale model detailing and you're entering that model contest and you need to do some touch-up, this is an ideal compressor to have in your toolbox to take with you for that emergency need. Same thing if you're a competition taxidermist. This is a great little unit for those last-minute urgent needs that you have that an on-the-go compressor is very useful for. And what we're going to do is show you how to hook this up, tell you what all comes with it, and then you can use it as you need to once you get one in your workstation. So with that, let's go over the things that actually come with the compressor. You have the compressor itself. The compressor is equipped with an airflow regulation device. I turn this screw back and forth, and that will increase or decrease my pressure while I'm using the compressor. Also has a nice little feature in that this piece here is an airbrush holder. I can actually take and attach this to the compressor, and now I have a place to put my airbrush when I'm not using it, and that stays in place very nicely. Very nice, well thought out idea in terms of adding that airbrush holder right to the compressor. So, have an adapter. This is necessary to take the 1/8 male fitting that comes out of the compressor and reduce it to a thread that is suitable for attachment of our air hose. We'll show you how that works in a minute. We will put this piece on the compressor now. We just take and put that 1/8 female piece side over the 1/8 male side. Not a bad idea usually to put some plumber's tape around that thread before we put that on. Something to remember when you're attaching it yourself is maybe put a little Teflon plumber's tape between the adapter and the actual fitting coming off of the compressor. And then of course we have an AC adapter. The compressor does require power, electricity to operate, and that works just like it would on a DVD player or some other portable device that you might have or be familiar with. One end goes to the compressor itself. The other end, the AC adapter, goes to your electricity source. So this is set up and ready to go. All we would need to do now is attach our hose. You can see it's not very loud. It's a very quiet compressor, but it's very powerful. It's got a nice 30 psi pressure that's coming out of it, which makes it very usable in just about any airbrush application. So we'll attach our airbrush hose and our airbrush so you can see the rest of the process. And the way we attach our hose is we're going to turn our airbrush holder portion of it out of the way for right now. We take, on the inside of the standard braided air hose is a threaded ferrule, and that female ferrule thread goes over the reduced male thread that comes out of our adapter that we put on earlier. And we take that and get it right into the center there, and then we're just going to take and turn that into place like such. Snug it up really good. Now this compressor is also nice because it's auto shut off. You're going to hear at some point when we hook up our airbrush that the compressor will operate when the trigger is depressed. Now because we didn't seal it with the plumber's tape, it's probably not going to maintain its auto shut off feature. There's probably a little bit of air leakage that'll occur there that'll cause the compressor to turn on intermittently. But otherwise, if we did do that, this compressor would be auto shut off and would only turn on when we depress the trigger. And we put our airbrush on like such. And now we're ready to go. Take and get that out of the way. Turn our compressor on again. Our on-off button is the little red button here on the side. That's what I'm depressing in and out there to turn the compressor on and off. So, get that auto shut-off feature to kick in. There, you can see how that auto shut-off works. When I press the trigger, compressor's on. When I release the trigger, compressor's off. And it's going to leak again a little bit. But now at this point I can take and I can attach whatever material I want to spray. In this case a little bit of Spectratex cleaner. I got a full bottle there. And now we take and this guy's ready to go. So I don't know if you can see that spray coming out. Maybe if we increase our pressure a little bit more. But excellent little unit. Operate a bottom feed airbrush, gravity feed airbrush, whatever airbrush and whatever application you have caused to have an occasional use compressor for. The 80-3N Breeze compressor is an excellent choice. So there you go.